I've been super excited about these. I got a couple of these a little while ago, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to have to do a review of these because they're not on Fragrantica. I can't really find much about them. They're quite new. And these are Scentology, and they're from Boots. So I'm assuming you can only get these in the UK. I don't really know if there's Boots in other parts of the world, even in Europe, to be honest. So I think Boots are quite a UK company. There are kind of health, beauty, pharmacy, everything like that. And Scentology, as far as I can tell, these were released this year. And they've got a special offer at the moment where they're basically half price. So I think these normally cost between like £11 and £12. And these are currently £5.99 for 100ml. They are all eau de parfum. However, I'd say the kind of, not the quality in terms of the actual scent, but the quality in terms of how strong they are and how long they last, it does kind of match with that lower price, you know. You're not going to get like an alien or a hypnotic poison or anything out of any of these. I think these are all skin scents, and therefore I'm very excited about them because I love skin scents. So firstly, I mean, this one's been this arrived like this. It's a bit kind of dirty, the actual box, but they arrive looking very fancy and they're really nice. So we'll start this end, and just going to take out my little sprayer. So this is how they come. Very pretty. Oh, I'm getting a whiff of it right now. So I think they're really classy looking, really nice, simple bottles. They look like they're magnetic caps, but they're not magnetic caps. They've just got that kind of vibe. I just think they're gorgeous. So if we start here, this is Orchard Fruits and Freesia, I should say. So the notes for this first one, top notes are pear and apple blossom. The heart notes are freesia and jasmine, and the base notes are patchouli, woods, and amber. So I was a bit worried this one would be too woody. I haven't actually found any of these too woody, even though some of them are described as woody. This one though, oh, that's a big spray. This to me is just a touch sharp, and it's not particularly exciting, I think I'd say. I'm not mad for this one. This is the only one that I'm not really bothered about keeping, but it's a gentle floral smell. It reminds me a little bit actually of the Vera Wang green tea and pear blossom. It's got that same kind of smell about it. So if you like that one, you might like this. But this one, it doesn't excite me. It's okay. I'm not crazy for it. There's a little bit of pear. You get that. Really get the apple blossom in there. You get the freesia. I'm not really sensing much jasmine. I'm definitely not really sensing woods and patchouli. Maybe a tiny bit of amber, but not really. It's very fresh, very floral with a tiny bit of fruit. It's very, very watery. It's almost like a kind of Yardley Woods of Windsor type smell, but it's just not really up my street. Yeah, that one. Not crazy for that one, but it's a cool bottle. So now we get to talk about the ones I actually really like. So this is Floriental Mandarin. Take this one out. Oh, I can smell this on the thing already. So a glorious colour, Floriental Mandarin. Now, this is the one where my partner sniffed them, and this is the one that he said he thought was sexy. So he thought this was the sexiest one. And I'm not really surprised about that because this one reminds me very mildly of a fruit chewy in that it makes me think of sweet things with berries, so slightly syrupy, vanilla-y berries. So let me give you the notes for this one. So let me just get those up. I've had to take screenshots of the Boots site because you can't find anything about these anywhere else, to be honest. So let's have a little look. Floriental So, Floriental Mandarin. Top notes are mandarin, clementine, bergamot, pink pepper. Heart notes, heliotrope, jasmine, and pink rose. Base notes, sandalwood, tonka bean, vanilla. So, this one, when I first sprayed it, really reminded me of my 4711 Goji berries and cactus, which is the one that I had to kind of train myself to wear because it reminded me a little bit of a fruit chewy. And like I said, I feel like there's vanilla in the base of that. So this one, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to wear it because yeah, it's got that kind of sweet and fruity thing, even though this technically doesn't have berries in it. It's giving me that kind of vibe that you get with a lot of fruit chewies. But on the skin, this is kind of a different thing because I think on the skin, on my skin at least, this one started off smelling just like the Goji berries Aqua Colonia, and then the vanilla really kicked in, but it's like a really creamy custardy vanilla base. So this one I think became nicer the longer I wore it. But this is definitely a sexy one. Now I'm not sure, well, I'm not sure if my partner thinks this is sexy. It's like a chicken and the egg thing, right? Does he think this is sexy because I've worn my Goji cactus one during sexy days? Or does he just straight up think, you know, it's sexy because that was a sexy day because I was wearing that perfume? I mean, who knows? But this is very similar to that, but it definitely is a warmer version of it. So I would say like this to me will be like the more wintry version. Even though it's very, very light, it's very easy to wear that in summer, I'd say. It would be the wintry version purely because it's so much like the cactus and goji berry one that I've got. And that one is pure summer because it's an Aqua Colonia, you know, it's designed to be worn in really hot weather. So yeah, but it is nice. I do like that one. Now we get into the ones I really love. So, oh, I'm excited. I'm gonna get it out of the thing. So this one is Pomelo and Neroli. I'm just making sure that these are beautifully in. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna have to spray this one because this is one of the first ones I got. So the first ones I got were the lychee and floral bouquet and the Pomelo and Neroli. And oh, so Pomelo and Neroli, I first sprayed it and I had a real scent memory. And I was trying to think what it was. And I remembered I used to have, so many years ago, when I was really quite young and I was in my, I will spend lots of money on a kind of designer brand perfume phase in my life. I had I don't know if it's called Pamplemousse or something like that from Aqua Allegoria. And this gave me that vibe when I first sprayed it. But then the Neroli really kicks in. And this one is fruity, soapy, but it's kind of somewhere between a bubble bath and a bar soap. So it's not shampooy, which means I like it, even though it's really soapy. So let me get the notes up for this one. So Pomelo. Oh, Pomelo and Neroli. Oh, can't stop sniffing it. Top notes are bergamot, blackcurrant and pomelo. Heart notes, neroli, jasmine and orange blossom. Base, cedarwood and musk. And it's super fresh. You definitely get a bit blackcurrant, but it's mainly the pomelo. It's mainly pomelo and neroli, this one. It's actually what it says. I won't lie. There's just a teeniest hint of a kind of Body Shop fuzzy peach, maybe, like that kind of yummy bubble bath shower jelly yum smell, but it's also got a very slight creaminess that makes it a bit more bar soapy. I think this one is beautiful and it smelled lovely on my skin. It did smell like I'd just have a lush fresh shower or something. Oh, I really liked this one. So this and the lychee one are the ones that I bought, and I was like, I'm gonna have to try the other ones. I've got to try the other ones, and I wanted to get up a review as soon as possible in the hope that if anyone sees this that you can then go and get like because these are $5.99 right now, literally $5.99. So that's like $5.99 for 100 ml of a really beautiful skin scent. I mean, it's just, oh, just delicious, absolutely delicious. I really like this one. It's very clean and fresh. It's fruity, it's summery, but it's got that kind of yummy, clean soapiness going on that's just lush, but without the harshness of smelling like a shampoo. You know, it's not kind of leaning into that kind of cleaning thing, nothing too harsh. It's beautiful. I really like it a lot. So, oh, and then, oh, this one. Oh, I'm going to be sad to get rid of these cardboard boxes, but I don't have space to keep them. Okay. So this is Vanilla Latte and Velvet Woods. Oh, and before I talk about this one, I'll get the notes, if I can find them. So the Vanilla Latte and Velvet Woods, which, let's be real, if you've watched my channel before, this might seem like quite a risk to take because I'm super fussy about vanilla, and also I don't like woody perfumes, but neither of those things were a problem with this. So the top notes here are coffee, bergamot and coconut, and that is why I bought this perfume. The heart notes are lily of the valley, jasmine and cedarwood. The base is sandalwood, drywood, heliotrope, vanilla and musk. And that is a lot of wood listed, but I don't really find this very woody at all. I can smell the coconut, I can smell a tiny bit of coffee, and I can smell a really creamy vanilla, tiny bit of bergamot, and I think the heliotrope's making it all powdery and lovely. I'm going to spray this so I can get the top notes again, because this is definitely one of those that dries down into like a creamy vanilla-y kind of, almost like a pudding or something, you know, on your skin. Oh, yeah, there's more coffee. How would I describe that? It's got an almost caramelly, it's quite gourmand, this one. It's got an almost caramelly kind of tang, like a tang. An almost caramelly coffee tang. So I'd say this is almost like a caramel latte when you first spray it. Oh, but then the coconut quite quickly comes in and it's a real creamy, delicious coconut. And this is everything I love and everything I ever want in this kind of fragrance, which is that I love creamy, coconutty coffee. I like gourmands. It's just that normally they're way too strong. They're way too sweet. They're way too cloying. This is very much a summery take on a delicious, creamy kind of coffee and coconut vanilla perfume, you know? And I just don't get much. I don't get loads of woods in this, and I didn't get loads of woods when I tried this on my skin either. So, oh, it's so good. And I'll tell you what, this is right up my alley in terms of that. This could absolutely be one of the Vera Wang Embrace perfumes. This has that exact kind of vibe. I think some people will absolutely adore this perfume for bedtime, because the coffee's not so strong in it that it's going to give you that kind of vibe of, you know, wake up in the morning kind of thing. This is cozy, it's creamy. It's just delicious, and it has the kind of vanilla I like, which is that it's kind of a creamy, custardy kind of vanilla. It's not like vanilla essence, it's not a perfumey vanilla, it's a very edible, but like not too overpowering custardy vanilla-y smell. It's just lovely. Absolutely love this one. I was really hopeful about it because I love coffee and perfumes. It's just normally when I try them, well, the only one that I absolutely have loved is the Black Opium Extreme, and that is just very expensive. So I don't have a bottle of that. Hopefully by the end of the year I'll have one, because I'm going to ask for it for Christmas. But this is lovely. It's just got a hint of coffee. It's got the same kind of hint of coffee that Noah has by Cacharel. So you can kind of sense it's there, but it's not in any way the main note, you know. This is coconut and vanilla. It's It's not the same as the FC UK one that I've got that's very like vanilla and coconutty, but it's that same kind of vibe. So if you like that one, I think you'll really like this one. And good lord, this one, if you can imagine, is even cheaper than that. But yeah, it's absolutely lush. So I'm going to get the notes ready for this baby. So this is the one that I smelled and I was like, oh, God, I love them. I really like this. I just wasn't really expecting much from these for the price, to be honest. And, you know, because I tried some of the Superdrug ones, I smelt some of those, and they're all like supposed to be dupes of things that, to be honest, I don't really like. There's a lot of kind of Tom Ford dupes and that kind of thing. And these might be dupes, I don't know, because there's not much information about these, so I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh. So, one of the things I will say though is that I think these sprayers, when they're quite full, seem a bit dodgy. Some of them have leaked a little bit when I sprayed them, but I don't know if that's just because they've been in like transit. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is for lychee lovers. If you don't like lychee, don't buy this. I mean, I don't know if I've ever smelt like a perfume with lychee in that is as lychee forward as this. So, lychee and floral bouquet. Top notes: lychee, apricot, peach, blood orange, lemon, and rhubarb. Heart notes: jasmine, rose, geranium, orchid, fresh and green accords. Base: cedarwood, sandalwood, musk, amber, and vanilla. I can't really smell those base notes. I couldn't when I tried it on my skin either. I haven't worn any of these to work yet because I was saving them for this. And because I know I'm going to have to decant some of them because they are, like I said, they're skin scents. I would have to reapply this sporadically throughout the day. So I've not taken them in for that reason yet. But this is fruity. So fruity. You can sense that there are some florals, but bouquet is the right word because I can't really sense anything massively sticking out from here. It's slightly sweet, but it's quite tart. But it's not sharp, if you see what I mean. So it's like that sherbety thing that I like. So it's not like sharp fruits and florals, you know. We're not looking at like a Splendor or whatever here. We're looking at something that's very fruity but has a really nice tart element to it. It's just pure lychee. It's really lychee, this one. This is a lychee perfume, and the florals are very much an afterthought. And like, again, like even on my skin, I don't really get much wood here. I think probably the vanilla is stopping it from going into that screechy realm, but like, or making it too sharp. But it's tangy, this one. It's just a glorious lychee perfume. It's really lovely. I really like them. I think they're absolutely luscious. So I'm very happy with these. The only one that I'm not bothered about is this. And to be honest, I might just use this like as a bit of an air freshener. Because I mean, it literally was so cheap. And it's not an unpleasant fragrance. It's just not anything that I would, because I have so many perfumes, I'm never going to reach for this one because I don't find it particularly, it's not going to particularly interest me. So, oh, just absolutely lovely, beautiful perfumes. Very, very cheap and cheerful. And again, if you don't like things that don't last, absolutely don't bother with these. Don't bother buying a perfume that is, $5.99 for 100 ml if what you want is something really strong, because it's very rare that that's going to happen, right? These are very skin scenty. They're light, they're summery, but the actual perfumes are lovely. They're really, really nice. And like I said, I don't know if these are supposed to be dupes for things. I mean, I would say they probably are inspired by things, because that seems to be what happens nowadays, is that Boots and Superdrug and companies like that, Zara and all the rest of them, will be inspired by the fragrances and then make their own kind of slightly, cheaper versions. But yeah, I'm really happy with these. Definitely going to wear all of these. This one, oh, I'm really excited to wear that when it cools down a little bit. I definitely could actually wear that now. I had someone last night actually, just for kind of sniffing it, because these three of these three arrived yesterday. I've had these two for a little while, but I was just waiting until these arrived because I was really excited and I couldn't wait. And I literally said to my partner today, I was like, I've got to make the video before I make tea because I'm just really excited. Yeah, I think they're really good. This one's fabulous if you want to smell clean and soapy and like literally pomelo and neroli, exactly like that. This one if you want to smell like lychee. This if you want to be a creamy, vanilla-y, yummy yum, bit of coconut. This one if you just want to be a bit of a sex pot. I find it hard to explain what that smells like, because I'm not sure that the notes really represent at all how it smells, but it is quite sexy. It's got a sweet vanilla dry down. And this one, if you like kind of sharp, not massively sharp, but if you like a watery, sharp floral with a bit of a pear vibe, or like with a bit of a fruity vibe, then you might really like this one. I'm just super chuffed about these. And I just wanted to get the video up in time for you to get the $5.99 deal before they go up to full price, because they're an absolute bargain.